So here we have it. We have 4x2s. They're 90 inches long, give or take. I don't need 90, I only need about 80 to fit in the space that it's going to be going in. I've got them roughly selected right now. I need to go through and line up the end grains. That's going to be my next task. So I'm going to go through and try and line up the end grains. So I want this one kind of curving this way and this one curving this way. It's depending on where it came on the tree. So I want them all opposing each other, so they're not all bending together. If you have them all lined up together and they're all going to want to twist the same way, you'll end up with a buckled or bent worktop. So that's going to be my next process, just to line all these up. So I have switched them around here and lined them up as best as I can with what I have. With this, I've been thinking about how I'm going to do this. You'll see that they're not actually level, and I have no way of actually planing these down or squaring these boards off. So my thought process here is I'm going to use the top edge, this edge, as the datum point on all my measurements on every single board. So when I secure this together, all the measurements will come off this face and should mean that I have less sanding to be done once this is fully finished. So the plan for this butcher block is to use wood glue between every piece. It's just Type Bond 2 premium wood glue from Home Depot. I do a good Home Depot shop. So that's how we're going to glue the boards together, but I want to go a little bit over and above, and I've got some threaded rod here. This is a 1/4 inch, it's 36 inch long, big plated rod, and I've got 6 of these, and I'm going to place 6 at intervals along the worktops. I'll probably have 1 at either end, and then I'll spread or space the remaining 4 out in between. I might only need 3 in between, but that's how we're going to go there. So with that 1/4 inch, I'm going to use a 5/16 bit to drill all the way through every board, and then I can thread that rod all the way through, and then on either end piece I'm going to use a 1/3/8 spade bit to countersink my attachment system. My attachment system now, this is a 1 1/4 inch washer, and then I have nuts to go on top of that, so that way no bar, well, the bar is going to be sticking out. I'm going to have to cut that because this butcher block is only 28 inch wide, so 36, so I'll have to cut off some of the bar, but in theory, once it's all finished, there'll be nothing protruding either piece of wood. It'll have a nice finish. I might be able to fill that in with some filler or something at a later date, maybe put a nice baseboard on this one when it's actually installed. So all my measurements will come from these top boards here, so that when they're finally all secured together, there'll be less material to remove to get them all leveled off. This is pallet wood, and some of it is bent, some of it is bowed, but I've got the best pieces I could get here, and we'll work with them. So to work out my measurements, I've calculated roughly, and it's actually 7 feet that I need. So I've squared off these boards perfectly. Consulted with my wife, who said that the bench can't be too long. So I'm going to roughly mark my line here. So I'm going to have to trim both sides, is what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to probably come in an inch, make sure I cover all these boards, and then measure my first rod from that point, and take 7 feet down to the other side, and then I can do the same distance in for that rod, and then work out the middle for the other rods, or maybe only 3 rods, whatever that is. So that is the plan. So I'm going to get a line across and then measure all the way down, and then I can drill the holes and get ready for gluing. So one thing that I did was number all the boards, just so I know where they're going. So I'm going to be moving these boards around, so I didn't want to get them in the wrong order. So I just started on one side, didn't really matter. I marked up and I got to 12. Now 12 4x2s shouldn't be 28 inches. So I actually looked at it, and these are actually 3x4s. Didn't even cross my mind. I just went, hey, they're 2x4s. So 3x4s, and that explains why I get 28 inches when I have 12 of them together. Just thought I'd add that. I was actually incorrect, so I will continue on with marking up the ends. So I figured it out. I decided to make the overall top 85.5 inches long. I came in 3 inches from either side. You can see here, I came in 3 inches, and that's where the first bar is going to go on each side. That gave me roughly 79.5 inches in the middle. Kind of rounding up a little bit, I went 1 every 16 on centre, not quite 16, just shy of 15 and a bit on centre for the remaining 4. So here we have the first one in, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and then this end one here as well. So I'm going to drill these first ones and use this as a template for this. To actually get my depth, I used this piece here from the top. Now you'll see it's slightly off-centered. Now my thought process here is this is going to be the top, this is going to be the bottom, and I want these bolts to roughly be in the middle. So I've actually, I'm thinking that I'm going to take some off this top. I don't know how much I'm going to take off, but by going here and using this top as my datum point, all the measurements on other boards should follow suit, and the top should be relatively even. And I know that this point here will be the same on every board from the top. So that's my plan. Hopefully it works out. We will see though. So I've actually decided to use a smaller drill bit like this, just to start the hole just for the spade bit, just for it to catch. I don't know if it's big enough. I might have to get a bigger drill bit, but for now this should be good. Also, 3 Makita drills on the go right now. The extra set that I bought were very handy, so you can have them all set up and you don't have to change any bits around. So I'll drop a link in the description below to these drills. I have 2 different sets, but they're great, especially with the 4 ampere battery. They never die. So we're going to go through the rest of this board doing the same thing, spade bit, 5/16 bit, then go into the 10 middle boards and do the 5/16 bit only, using these marks here. There's a bit of wiggle room on either end if they don't quite line up, but I want them to be as perfect as possible. And then we'll replicate this end board here on this board here, which is going to be the face. So yeah. So I was able to get 2 of the boards done, 11 and 10 here. Fairly easy, just using this first board here as a datum point. Every mark is coming from this board here, just projecting on to the inside here. And then I'm able to pilot drill and then drill. It's coming out really easy, it's just time consuming. So I'm going to end that video here and we'll pick it up in the next video where we will glue all the boards together and insert the rods and make sure everything lines up and go from there. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. If you did enjoy this, please stick around. Part 2 will be out soon and we can progress on with this board. If you like my content, please do give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and as always I'll drop some links in the description below to all the tools and components I have used.